Welcome to the Leverage Show, how to optimize your business and your life. Remember to email your business questions and challenges to me at questions@levrigeshow.com so I can answer them for you on future episodes. So today, I want to share with you the number one most profitable thing that you can do in your business right now. You know, I've been doing a lot of research about common small business problems. You know, what people are saying are their biggest challenges, the things that entrepreneurs are being kept up at night about trying to figure out. And there's obviously a large, wide range of different issues that different entrepreneurs face based on their business model and based on, whatever industry that they're in and all these other things. But as you would guess, some of the issues are a lot more common and a lot more popular than others. And the number one issue, the number one concern going into the survey was done in 2016. The issue for 2016 that most entrepreneurs and business owners were concerned with is how to get more customers. Plain and simple, how to grow their business really by getting more customers. There were a lot of things, financing and regulations and competition and all that other stuff. But by far, the number one issue was how to get more customers. And I think a lot of that stems from two things. One is the idea that, we're only as secure. Our businesses are only as safe as our ability to continue to get more customers. If we don't know, if we're not confident that we can get more customers whenever we need them, then we're in a situation where we don't know where our next paycheck or our next meal is coming from. And that's a scary place to be in business. The other reason, though, I think, is because there is such a proliferation of different ways to do marketing and business development. And it's become sort of, a good and a bad thing because on the one hand, there are a lot of different ways to pursue more customers. You can build your business in so many more ways than the standard few traditional ways that used to exist in the past. But with that comes the price of the uncertainty of knowing, for me, for my business, what is it that I should do? How should I grow my business? What is my best way to go out there and get more customers? Because I really don't know. Now, I can tell you that the strategy you don't want to use is the little bit of everything strategy. Well, we're going to try a little bit of Facebook marketing. We're going to try a little bit of Twitter marketing. We're going to try a little bit of YouTube marketing. We're going to do a little bit of direct mail. We're going to do, Facebook ads. Because there's no possible way to do them all well. The best strategy for that is to pick the thing that you think your customers are hanging out on most, focus on that, crush it, and then move on to another one and add that to your portfolio. Okay, but all of this sort of boils down to the underpinning idea of what the number one most profitable thing that you could do for your business is. And this will help answer the bigger question, how do I get more customers? And that number one thing is to get in touch with your customers on a personal level. You, the business owner, the CEO, not your customer service team, not your marketing representative, not your, director of sales. Now, you may be a one-person show, in which case it's you anyway, because you have all those titles. Or you might have a business where you have a bunch of employees, and normally other people would do that. But if you want security, if you want to know where your next paycheck is coming from, and you want to know where to find your customers, where to get them, then the best thing that you can do is reach out to your existing customers and get to know them on a more intimate level. Talk to them, either in person or by survey or whatever, but the more in-depth information that you can get about your customer and about who they are, about what their concerns are, about what the problem is that they're trying to solve by buying your product, by what it is about you and your company that led them to do business with you in the first place, that is going to give you that $1 million insight into how to go and get more. You know, if something motivated somebody to go and do business with you, there's going to be other people just like them. That if you could tap into that, you could reach out to those people, then you're going to be able to get more and more business and more customers and more sales by doing exactly what you did with them. Now, it's important to evaluate what their satisfaction level is after the fact. You know, just because they bought from you one time doesn't necessarily mean you've got the golden formula. I mean, if they bought from you and that part of the sales process worked, but now they feel let down, well, that's another issue. But you want to really get down and understand that on a core level, because what this does for you is it's literally like flipping on a light switch in your business. Now you've got an understanding of who you're going after. You've got an understanding of what it is that made them do business with you in the first place. You've got an understanding of what it is that they're looking for after the sale. And so you've got the keys to go out and reach other people and do exactly the same thing. It takes a lot of that fear. It takes a lot of that uncertainty out of the equation, because now, instead of being sort of 1,000 feet removed and sort of making decisions based on gut feeling and statistics, you've got a profile of John Smith or Jane Doe, and you know what it is. Now, obviously, one important thing is here, you can't just pick one customer, because one customer may have one particular narrative, but you may have other customers that have different narratives. They may have different reasons that they did business with you. So you don't need to reach out to every customer you've got, but you need to get in touch with enough of them that you have an understanding. So if you want to have a personal phone interview with them, fantastic. If you want to just do a survey, that's not a bad place to start as well. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can reach out, and you would be amazed by the amount of information someone is willing to share with you if you show that you care. If you reach out and you say, listen, you know, we are trying to provide an A+ level experience for our customers, and I'm trying to understand from our customers, that's why I'm reaching out to you, because you're important to me. I want to know, you know, how did we win your business in the first place? You know, what is it about us that made you say, you know what, I want to do business with them? And then the next question is, you know, and how has your experience been so far? You know, what was it like going through that process of becoming a customer? What was our product like? What was our service like? How did that feel? You got to have thick skin. You got to be prepared to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. But that's the only way you're going to get better. Because if you don't understand it, if you don't know what it is that people had a problem with or what those issues are, how can you fix it? And if you do fix it, now you're going to make another happy customer who's going to tell every customer and friend that they've got, which is going to get you more customers. And that is the secret. That is the key to being able to build a big business. It isn't about marketing tactics. It isn't about sitting back and reading about the next latest, greatest tool or fad or technique to capture email addresses. It's about getting to know your customer on a really intimate level, so you understand how to tailor and fit your business, your offerings, your products, your service to what it is that they want. Because the old push strategy of I'm going to create a bunch of stuff, shove it out into the market, and people are going to buy it whether they like it or not, that stuff doesn't work anymore. Things are nimble, things are adaptable, things are flexible. People are making changes on a really fast basis, and customers and companies that understand how to adapt to what their customers want and give them exactly what they want are the ones that are succeeding and thriving. And the ones that are trying to make decisions in a vacuum or in a boardroom are struggling. And it's because of the fact that they don't have a good understanding about what customers want these days. And because they can get what they want, your only choices are to give them what they want or to suffer the consequences. That's it. There is no third option. And so my recommendation is to identify customers in your business. Identify your best customers, your repeat customers. Identify customers that have bought from you one time and never came back. Identify customers that have had customer service problems or have asked for refunds. Reach out to all of them and ask them, what is it about us that is good, bad, and ugly? What can we do to be better? What did you already like? And get as much other information from them as well. Their demographic information, their other habits, things that they're, aspiring to do in their life. Get to know them. Because when you have that profile and you have that understanding, now you can create that in your audience and you can reach out to other people in a similar situation and you'll be able to get similar results. So the number one most profitable thing that you can do in your business right now is you as the CEO, as the sole proprietor, as the entrepreneur, as the business owner, as the executive, is to get down and dirty, get in there with your customers and understand them on an intimate level. And that will help you guide your business through 2016 and far beyond in, to develop success and get more customers than you could ever possibly had hoped for in the past. As always, if you have any questions or comments, send them to me at questions@levrigeshow.com, or you can tweet them at #leverage, and I will answer them on future episodes. And until next time, make it happen.